Tonight we've got some fantastic footage through the Oneleaf MT1000. I filmed these chicken bandits up close and personal. They don't seem to care. We've got a shot fox on the track, and I'm hoping to bring something else in with that. And we've got a review of the Wurkkos HD02 Pro. Could this possibly be the best utility hunting torch out there? Hi everyone, and welcome to MFL Outdoors, and it's foxing night at the chicken breeders. I'm on my way down the track now to the chicken farm. I've already had a look round during the daytime, so I've come back tonight to see if I can get a fox. That is, if it is a fox. Right, I'm all set up. I'm using the Browning T-Bolt 17 HMR. I'm using the Mars MT1000LRF thermal scope by Oneleaf. So yeah, we're going to have a look and see what's about. Right in front of you, what you can see there now is a fox I shot a couple of nights back. I've dragged it round the pathways, left it there. I'm hoping that's going to attract a fox in, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyhow, the farmer's gone in, so it's just left to me now. I've been scanning around for about an hour and a quarter and nothing had turned up at all. Then all of a sudden, right near to where I was, this can be seen in the undergrowth, and I can tell you that's no fox. That's definitely a badger, and he's actually trying to get into one of the chicken runs at the moment. There is actually one chicken out that doesn't like to go into the hen house, and it's sitting on the, or it's lying on the floor, and this thing's trying to get in on the side. It's literally about 5 meters away from me in the undergrowth, as you can see. So I'm going to have to make a bit of noise, I think, and get this one to move out the way. I certainly don't want it to get in and get that chicken. That would be one to explain to the farmer. Right, well that badger's run off into the wood to the right of me, heading towards the fence line. So hopefully that one's got out of here. As you can see in the front there, that's the fox left on the track. I'm hoping that's going to bring another fox in, pick the scent up. I've dragged it round all the pathways, so I'm hoping that's what it's going to do anyhow. So we'll just have to wait and see. I've been here quite a while now. Nothing else has shown up apart from that badger. I haven't even seen any rats running around, which is quite good. Mind it is a bit windy in here at the moment tonight. While I was visiting during the daytime to have a look round the site, the farmer was telling me that he'd lost 30 chickens the night before or thereabouts, and showed me where the supposed fox had been getting in. I did actually say to him, "Are you sure that's not a badger doing that?" And he said, "No, there's no badgers around here." So he's going to be surprised in the morning when I tell him there is badgers around here. So yeah, I mean, there still could be a fox. I did see something on the track earlier on, and I was away from the rifle, so I didn't actually get a chance to get a good look at it. I went straight back to the rifle, and by the time I had, it had gone. Although that could have been the badger coming back round, picked up the scent of the fox. But I'm probably going to have to do a second night just to verify that it is just the badger. But we'll see if anything else shows up. If not, I'll call it a night, and then I'll come back. Right guys, well that's enough for me. It's coming up 2:30 in the morning, and I'm getting out of here. All I saw was that badger. I did see something else go onto the carcass that I left. I left the fox's carcass on the track. I have a feeling it was the badger, but I was 2 steps away from the rifle, and by the time I got back to it, it had gone. But I did see it coming up the track, and it was holding its head up, sniffing pretty much like a badger does anyhow. Now it's 2:30, and I've seen absolutely nothing else, so I think that's what it is. Anyhow, I'll probably come back on another night just to check for him that there is no foxes kicking around, and maybe look to position myself somewhere else. Okay, night 2 at the chicken farm. Let's see what's kicking around, see if it is only just a badger. Right, different spotter tonight, same area. I'm using the Infrared Unit UH50 tonight instead of the Pulsar. See how we get on with that. I'm just about to go and set a dead chicken up on the track and to see if anything comes in. The farmer had just gone in literally 10 minutes before I saw this come up behind me. Well, I didn't actually see it at first. I heard something on the floor, turned round with the thermal, and there it was, another badger. There's actually a JCB just to the left of me, a little bit further down the track, and it's run underneath there, as you can see. I'm looking at it through the thermal now. Yeah, as I've made my way to the JCB, it's run behind and gone up through that undergrowth heading up towards the top of the wood. That definitely wasn't the one that I saw the other night, because that was a full grown one, and this one was just a youngster. There you can see the Browning T-bolt set up on the Manbilly tripod. Cracking tripod that. All of the ones I've had from them have been good. Well, that was exciting. The badger was actually just feet away from me. It's run off now. Made a bit of a clatter to get it to run. Anyhow, we'll see what else turns up. I've noticed one or two rats out tonight, and the farmer told me he actually caught on one of his trail cams an absolutely huge one, so I'm keeping a lookout for that. This little one sitting in the rock pile been watching me for ages. It's quite funny. There's a couple running around, but to be fair, there's still, you know, I haven't seen any more than 4 at the moment, so it's pretty good for this type of farm. It's now 20 to 12, and look what we've got coming down the track, heading straight for the dead chicken I've put out onto the pathway. It'll be interesting to see what's going to happen here. Just so everyone is aware, the rifle is unloaded, so I'm not filming this badger with a loaded rifle. And also, I've got to say, this Oneleaf MT1000LRF is giving an absolutely superb picture. The detail on that badger is phenomenal. Well, it definitely thinks it's its lucky day. It's just come across its favourite meal. Well, its favourite meal at the moment. Yeah, he's going to have a good old tuck into that. On a serious note, we really need to be able to control these badgers. They need to be put onto the general license, or at least that we have a period of time during the year where we can cull some of these. I mean, they carry TB. They're a complete pest to ground nesting birds. They destroy nests. They take the eggs. They'll take the birds as well, and the chicks. As you can see here, this farmer has lost 30 hens in one night to what I'm presuming is a family of badgers that are coming into this wood. They're not going to leave this wood now. They know their food source is in here, and they love these chickens, as you can see this one. But something really needs to be done. There are far more badgers in the areas I deal with now than there are foxes. Yet we can shoot the foxes, but we can't do anything with the badgers. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let me know in the comments what you think about the situation. My opinion has always been everything in moderation. You know, I wouldn't like to see foxes disappear. I wouldn't like to see badgers disappear either. I love watching the badgers. I've filmed a lot of badger activity on both trail cam and when I've been out, and like tonight. But numbers do need to be kept down. They have no natural predators. Even the foxes give them a wide berth. If you've ever seen a badger get hold of a fox, you'll know why. The scope's actually filming me, and you can see how close I've got to that badger, but I've actually got that badger lit up with the Wurkkos HD02 Pro, and I'm filming it with the camera. I'm going to put that footage on for you now, but it's not bothered. It still wants that chicken. And here you can see the other perspective where I've got it lit up and I'm actually walking forward with the light on it and the camera, and obviously my thermal scope was picking me up, filming me as I was going down the track. It definitely wants that chicken though, nothing's going to deter it from that. Right, I'm just making my way back. That badger has pulled that chicken off into the undergrowth and disappeared. So we'll see if anything else shows up. I nearly crapped myself when I saw this coming through the wood. At first I didn't realise what it was, but it's actually a cow on the other side of the fence. The thermal made it look so close, and I was thinking, what the hell is that coming through? But the cattle are coming up the side of the fence in the wood, which just shows another reason why these badgers need to be controlled. You've got a whole herd of cattle there, and you've got a group of badgers running around them. This is not only devastating for the chicken farmer, but it could also be just as devastating for the cattle farmer if TB spread. Well, about an hour later, and look what's turned up again. Another badger. This one's having a good old sniff around where the chicken carcass was, where the other badger took it away. If you're wondering why I think these are different badgers, it's because I've seen them all at the same time in different places. I put the light on this one, but it doesn't seem to like it as much. He's gone further up the track, but I'm going to put the thermal on recording. I'm going to have a walk up the track and see what it does, see how far I can go before it starts to run off. The other one stayed for quite a while. Nah, it's away. And this is of course the view from the thermal scope as I make my way up the track. You can just see it disappear off in the corner there. I tell you what, I love the image that this Oneleaf MT1000LRF produces. I don't know what you guys think of it, but it's very good quality. Wow, well I found the big rat. It was so quick I didn't manage to get a shot at it, which is a pity.
Well guys, it's now 10 to 2 and there's badgers everywhere. And I'm going to make my way out here. Bad news for the business owner, but there's nothing I can do further. Anyhow, I'll have a chat to you when I get back to the vehicle.
Right guys, well I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Crawling around in the woods with badgers chasing me everywhere. That was fun. The odd big rat, not many though. It's pretty good in there to be fair. Yeah, not a lot we can do for the business owner here. Our hands are tied on this one, and this is the downside of these badgers being protected. They have no fear of people. They're going in, they're hitting businesses like this really hard. And I know people are going to come back and say, oh, but if you had all the fencing up and that, they wouldn't get in. They can get in. They're prolific diggers. and to put fencing in that is going to stop them is a colossal amount of money, especially if you think you've got to put it around a whole wood, because the whole wood is actually taken up with these pens for the birds. So I'm actually going to advise him to put electric fencing up around the main pens where he's got his most expensive birds, and then try to make every other precaution he can within reason and within cost. So yeah, it's just it's really hard, especially we've got cattle farms all around here. There was actually cows, as you saw on the thermal, right next to the wood, so we've got the problem with TB and so on, potentially. On a plus note, I was lighting the place up tonight with the new Wurkkos HD02 Pro. Wurkkos have listened to me and others. They've put in the red LED. I don't know if you remember when I did the video on the Wurkkos, the HD02. Well, this is the Pro one now that they brought out. They put a red LED in, which is one of the things I asked for. They've also left the laser in. You've got your main beam and your UV light still, which is excellent. The other plus thing they've done is on the arms that come out that light up, they now turn round, so you can turn them up. A bit scary, that. Yeah, you can position them wherever you like. Push them in, switches them off, but it's ideal. It's great for filming. I use this with, well, this camera actually. Obviously I'm not using it at the moment because I'm showing you the torch, but yeah, it's an excellent piece of kit. And see if I can show you the light when I put this on. I've got the other one here. That up, so then you can put that on. There we go. Wow, that makes a difference. Right guys, what I'll do is I'll put all the information as usual on this new torch at the end of this video. If you want to have a look, if you're interested in it, cracking torch, mind. I use it for filming. As you can see, it really lights the place up, and I use it for things like I did in the wood. You've got some good pictures there with the camera and the badgers, so all good. Not so good for the business owner. I'm going to have to call him in the morning and give him the bad news about how many are actually running round, and there's nothing more I can do with that. I have spoke to him tonight and told him that if he has any foxes coming in to let me know. It's a bad place because there's a lot of cover, and when you're at ground level it's very hard to see anything unless it's on the pathways. So I've told him that I'll use my portable high seat and put that up in there if he has any other problems. Right guys, I'm going to head home. Thanks very much for watching as always. If you want to watch the review on the new Wurkkos HD02 Pro, that's coming next. And all that's left for me to say is, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, don't forget a hype, and take care guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Right, this is the Wurkkos HD02 Pro. Wurkkos very kindly sent this to me. I had given them some feedback. I don't know if you remember, I did a video on the Wurkkos HD02 and I said it was nearly perfect but not quite, but I think they've just about clinched it on this one. So that's what the box is. I know you're not interested in the box, so let's get this open. There we go. I'll put that to one side. As you know, I've used the torch, but I repackaged it so that you could see what it comes like. They sent it to me in a very nice blue actually. I like that colour. The other one was like gunmetal grey, but that's really nice, that. Exactly the same body, exactly the same dimensions as far as I'm aware. Same functions. just some slight improvements. So what I'll do is I will put a link for the HD02, the video I did on that, in the video description, so you can go and look at that at your leisure. I'm not going to keep on going over the same ground on the body and so on, because that's all exactly the same. But they have made some really good improvements. I'll just put that there for a moment. You do get a lanyard, and as usual, a USB cable and instructions. I'll also point out to you this disc here actually comes in the top of the battery cap to keep the battery disconnected. So make sure you take that out when you get the torch, otherwise you'll think it's not working. And that actually just goes inside here. This just unscrews. I'll show you. Very easy. It's got a nice seal on it as well. And there you can see, nice 21700 battery. That's 3.6 volt. So that lasts quite a while. Oh, get that. There we go. There. That's actually magnetic. It also has a place in there, as you can see, if you want to mount that onto a camera mount, so you can put it on a tripod. But I'm going to move this stuff out the way, and I'm going to show you the improvements that have been made from the original Wurkkos. So this is the HD in gunmetal, the HD02, and this is the HD02 Pro, and as you can see they both look more or less identical, but with some very good features. Now I'll show you there on there, you can see we've got two lights there and just the one there. That was the main beam, and that one there was the ultraviolet. Now we have the main beam, ultraviolet and red LED. We still have the laser's on that one there, and the laser is on that one there. The other really cool things on this now is when this one was opened up like so, they couldn't be moved. See there, there's no movement. So it had to be, you had to keep the torch sort of that way if you wanted the light to come down. But not anymore. They've listened to feedback, and as you can see, it rotates now, which is great. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you use the magnet, so you have that way, you can now turn the lights the other way around. So you've got the beam coming down, which is fantastic. And you just turn that round and click them, and they switch off automatically when they click back into place. So I'll put the specifications of the torch on screen now. I'll just run over the benefits again. Now you have movable arms on the side lights. You now have a red LED. That's actually obtained by, you put that onto the ultraviolet. That'll give you your 2 settings on your ultraviolet. And then if you want to go onto the red LED, you just double press. And there, as you can see, you have the red LED. And that is adjustable as well. So that will go up and down in stages too. And that works really well out in the field. And then you just flick it across. That's the laser. I don't know if you can see that there. The camera's picking that up. And then we go on to the main beam, which is the middle one. And as you can see, it goes up like so, and then back down again to its lowest setting. And then to lock the torch, if I switch it off, to lock the torch, you just give 4 quick presses on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it flashes twice. So if it's in your pocket at all at any time now, and you press that by accident, all it will do is give 2 flashes, and that's it. So if you've got the torch pointing upwards or anything in your pocket, then you'll see them 2 flashes and know that you're pressing against that. But it won't keep the torch on, which is the whole idea of it, so you don't waste the battery. Same thing, nice pocket clip, and that's the same. That's where you would put your USB-C for charging. Yeah, and I'll just press the back so you saw it come on. So yeah, they're exactly the same apart from that. I do like the blue colour, I've got to say. Now I'll put that out of the way. That's the torch. Hope you enjoyed this review. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. If you have watched all the video and come to the end here, it really is appreciated. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do that. Give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment, let us know what you thought about the badger scenario and what the state of badgers are across the UK. Be interested to hear your views and what you think on it. And as always, if you're interested in the torch, I'll put all the links in the video description below. Thanks very much, guys. Catch you later. Take care. Bye for now.